Hi everyone, welcome to this video. I'm John Jardine from Ukuvuma, and today I'm going to show you how to take a standard pager control in XPages and reskin it so that it looks like a Twitter Bootstrap pagination component. If I go to the Twitter Bootstrap site, which is getbootstrap.com, and you go to the components section, there will be a pagination heading, and here is where you'll see an example of how Twitter Bootstrap sets up their paging. And we're going to be using the second one here at the bottom that's got the blue highlighted in the background. If I can just take us to a before and after example, you'll see over here I've got an X page which I'm calling a standard final page, and you'll see it just uses a very standard pager control for this view panel that's been displayed. I'm making use of partial refresh. Everything is as one would normally see it. But if I go to the second X page of mine, this is the same pager control but just been reskinned using the Twitter Bootstrap styling. And you'll see now we've got the highlighting, we've got a little bit of hover effects over there, and when we click on the different sections, it just uses a Twitter Bootstrap style that I feel is much neater than the standard one. The reason why I went this way though is instead of recreating the pagination control and trying to get it to work with the view panel inside my XPages or even a repeat control, I thought it best to rather use the basic functionality that a pager control gives you and rather spend the time styling it to look like something a lot more decent rather than recreate that functionality and get the 100% benefit of what a Bootstrap control would give you. So I do think I won in the end. So let's go take a look at the code. Alright, so inside my design I have a paging standard X page, and this looks pretty similar to the standard final page, and what we're going to do is we're going to use this and convert it and convert the pager to look like Twitter Bootstrap. Now this page is connecting, we've got a custom control connected to this X page which is called CC standard view, and that's all we are running inside this X page. So firstly, very important, you don't actually need the Twitter Bootstrap files or the jQuery files in order to apply this style. What I ended up doing was stripping the style manually from Bootstrap CSS and just putting it into a style sheet on my side. So it's completely independent of any Bootstrap resources. The second thing is there's no themes or anything like that, which will sort of just prove my point that you could get a Bootstrap looking pager up and running with almost no third-party requirements. Okay, so if we take a look at our standard view custom control, I've got a view panel, and at the bottom I've got a pager that connects to this view panel and does a partial refreshing so that it loops through all the data that's sitting within. I'm currently just using a sample one, and if we go to the browser and I just go and copy and paste this, you'll see that there we go. That's all I have running at the moment. So what I'm going to do now is show you how we can apply the styling in a very few simple steps. So coming back here to the browser, the first thing we're going to do is go to openntf.org's xsnippets, and you can get there by typing in xsnippets.openntf.org. And to quickly find these two snippets that will give you the functionality you're looking for, just change all to snippets and search for Bootstrap Pager. When I publish my blog post, I'll also have direct links to all of this. Okay, so you'll see that the search result picked up two XPage snippets, or two X snippets. One is a style sheet and the other one is an XPages XSP design. I'm going to open these two in their own windows, and we're just going to go through them quickly. So the first one is the pager template, and what I've done over here is I've just created a mock-up of a pager that you can copy and paste and replace the current pager that's been used. So if I say this, select to copy to clipboard and go back into my design, I'm going to highlight the pager that I'm using over here, and you'll see that it's not a lot of code, but I'm going to remove this and I'm going to paste the pager from the X snippet. Just a few quick things here at the top of the pager. You'll notice that it comes default with an XP key which is footer page, and this is in the event that you are using a view panel. This will already connect the pager to the view panel. Obviously, if you're using the likes of a repeat control, you would just remove this line or just modify it accordingly depending on your environment. The second thing is for view panel 1. This is just a default ID that I've assigned to this. And if you take a look at my view panel design, you'll see that its name is actually view panel test. So I'm going to copy that, go back to my pager, and I'm just going to place that inside there. All right, so now we know that it's at least connected to our view panel. So everything else is very standard. Just by making those few small changes, the page is sorted out. All right, so just adding the pager is not good enough. You'll see that the pager is set up into different components, and you'll notice that the style class is looking for certain styles. Now, we don't have a style sheet for this, so what we need to do is go and create a style sheet connected to this custom control, and these will then pick up the styles that will allow it to look like a Bootstrap control. So if we go back to the X snippet section, we can go to the other one, which is the pager template style sheet. And this is the styles that I stripped out of Twitter Bootstrap so that we could get our pager to look pretty much the same. And what I'm going to do in our design is go into the style sheet section, and I'm going to create a new style sheet, and I'm going to call it Bootstrap Pager Style. Oh, come on, .css. And I'm going to paste the style from the X snippet, save and close. Nothing else needs to be done over here. The only other thing inside this custom control is we need to go and add that style sheet as a resource. So I'll just select Bootstrap Pager Style, click OK, and let's save, build, and now we can go and preview this X page in the browser again. So this is how it looked when it was standard, and by just following those simple steps that I did now, if we refresh this, there we go. We've got a Bootstrap styled pager design. Okay. So I hope this will be valuable to everyone, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to connect with me on Twitter or directly on my blog. I'd love to hear everyone's input and even suggestions or anything else that you might have to add. So until next time, enjoy.